Hey guys! So I'm outside today reading our book because I really wanted to be around plants while we were going to read this book, and it's called From Seed to Plant by Gail Gibbons. Today we're going to be thinking about the main idea of the text and what details we can have or listen to that support the main idea. The main idea is just the big giant idea that the story is mainly about, and then all the supporting details all go back to that big main idea. So let's see if we can figure this out, guys. Okay, most plants make seeds. A seed contains the beginning of a new plant. Seeds are different shapes, sizes, and colors. All seeds grow into the same kind of plant that make them. So a sunflower seed grows into a sunflower, and an oak tree seed, which is an acorn, grows into an oak tree. Many plants grow flowers. Flowers are where most seeds begin. A flower is made up of many parts. We have the petal, we have the stigma, which is the sticky part at the top of the pistil. In the center of the flower is the pistil, and then that sticky part is the stigma. Stamens make yellow powder called pollen. The parts of the flower around the pistil are the stamens. And at the bottom of the pistil are tiny egg cells called ovules. It's pretty detailed. Before a seed can begin to grow, a grain of pollen from the stamen must land on the stigma at the top of the pistil of a flower like itself. This is called pollination. That's a lot of words that we just heard about pollination, and actually we know about pollination a little bit, and it's going to come in very important in the coming weeks and what we're going to be learning about. So let me explain that again. A grain of pollen must be transferred to the sticky part, the stigma. So somebody has to take that grain of pollen and make it stick to the stigma. Pollination happens in different ways. Often, wind blows pollen from flower to flower. Bees, other insects, and hummingbirds help pollinate too. While they visit flowers for their sweet juice, called nectar, pollen rubs onto their bodies. Same with hummingbirds, that's pretty cool. Then they carry the pollen to another flower where it comes off onto its pistil. Okay, so the bee is taking the pollen from flower to flower, and so is the hummingbird. If a pollen grain from a flower lands on the pistil of the same kind of flower, it grows a long tube through the pistil into an ovule. Remember where those little eggs came from. This is the very beginning of a seed. You see, that's where the little eggs are, the ovules. And then if it gets some pollen, then it'll start growing. The seeds grow inside the flower even as the flower begins to die. As the seeds become bigger, a fruit or pod grows around them. The fruit or pod protects the seeds. When the fruit or pod ripens, it breaks open. The seeds are ready to become new plants. Some seeds will fall to the ground around the base of the plant where they will grow. Some pods or fruits open and the seeds pop out. Sometimes when birds eat berries, they drop the seeds. Other seeds fall into streams, ponds, rivers, or the ocean. There they travel on the water until they stick to dirt along the shore. The wind scatters seeds. Some seeds have fluff on them that lets them float to the ground like tiny parachutes. Others have wings that spin as they fall. I'm making a text-to-world connection here. This looks like a dandelion, and I know that we have found dandelions at recess before and blown all of the little seeds off the top of them. That's something fun to do. Animals help scatter seeds too. They hide acorns and nuts in the ground. Some seeds have hooks that stick to the fur of animals or people's clothes. Later, they drop off onto the ground. A flower bed or vegetable garden is beautiful. Seeds are planted to grow in the gardens. The seeds come in small envelopes or boxes. Directions explain how to plant the seeds and care for the plants. This person is growing carrots, tomatoes, lettuce, corn, and beans. I know that some of you might have chosen some of those seeds to plant in your windowsill. The beginning of a plant is curled up inside each seed. Food is stored inside the seed too. The seed has a seed coat on the outside to protect it. A seed will not sprout until certain things happen. First, it must be on or in the soil. Then it needs rain to soak the seed and soften its seed coat. Can you see the little baby plant right there in the seed? When the sun shines and warms the ground, the seed coat breaks open and the seed begins to grow. This is called germination. A root grows down into the soil. The root takes in water and minerals from the soil for food. Up grows a shoot. Green leaves grow up from the shoot towards the sun. The plant grows bigger and bigger. The leaves make food for the plant from the water and minerals in the soil, the sunlight, and the air all around the plant. Finally, the plant is full grown. Buds on the plant open into flowers where new seeds will grow, so it just keeps going and going. That's pretty cool. The sun is shining on this picture of the sun. That's the sunshine right there. Many of the foods people eat are seeds, fruits, and pods. They are full of nutrition, vitamins, minerals, and they're tasty too. I can agree with that. And here's a project. Well, that's kind of cool. It's kind of like what we're going to be doing, or what we have been doing right now. Find a clean glass jar, take a piece of black construction paper and roll it up. Yep, they put some seeds in there, and then they planted them in the dirt. I'll take some pictures of these pages and share them in case you do want to try this project at home. You don't have to. It's not mandatory, but if you'd like to try, then you can. Usually the best beans are lima beans, if you have some at home. Here's some fun facts, guys. Scientists who study plants are called botanists. Some seeds sprout only in the heat of a forest fire. Some plants live for only one season. They are called annuals. There's a bug flying in my camera. Other plants die at the end of a season, but they grow back the following year. They are called perennials. Plants in the desert, such as cactus plants, store water in their stems. They can live for a long time without rain. Mountain plants are short, so the wind can't blow them over. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Plants move. Many flowers open in the morning and shut at night. Some close when it rains. Also, plants move towards light. Some plants eat insects. These plants live in soil that doesn't have enough minerals for food, and so they eat insects, and they have all these cool traps and tricks to catch the insects, because they can't really, reach out and grab it. The biggest flower in the world grows on the island of Sumatra. It can weigh up to 25 pounds, and it can be 4 feet across. It's called a Rafflesia plant. Now, William, I know you might be interested in that. There it is. So these are these cool extra facts that we have. My neighbor just got home. So I'll see you later, guys. Have a great day. I love you. Bye.